Welcome to the Saints Sports Corner. We got a great show for the game. We're going to be talking about how the Saints 21-17 loss proves that Kellen Moore is really struggling as a first-year head coach. We also going to be talking about how Tyler Shuck and Spencer Rattler will never be able to improve if he don't start calling consistent plays that helps these quarterbacks grow in the future. We got a lot more of that on the Saints Sports Corner.
Yeah. Who that? Who that? Who that said they gon' beat them Saints? A win is a win by a mile or an inch. It's any given Sunday when we battling in the trenches. Who that? We that? Who that? We that? Die hard even after an L. Still reppin' in my section, yelling outside the dome, going home. Who that? We that? Black and gold soul, that's my song. Who that? We that? Who that? We that? Touchdown Saints putting points on the board is how my squad steady winning. Sacks on D, turnovers, wow, don't even think about coming back, it's already late in the fourth now. We that, who that, we that, who that, who that, who that. 4,000-yard QB, 1,000-yard rusher, 1,200-yard receiver, straight pressure. Lockdown corner, throw that ball if you want to. TFL's in the backfield, boy, we on you. Black and gold, so that's what I'm all about. Forget about the division, the Saints run the South. Who that, we that. Who that? We that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that?
Welcome back, Who Dat Nation. As always, man, I appreciate you guys liking and subscribing, man. I appreciate the comments, man. I appreciate all the likes, man, the comments, everything you guys do. I appreciate you guys following, man. And as always, man, let's just dive right in, man. Look, Kellen Moore is really struggling as a first-year head coach. He is really holding these quarterbacks back. He's really holding the entire offense back. That's not saying that he's a bad guy. That's not saying he doesn't know what he's doing. That's not saying he just looked clueless. One of my subscribers told me that they had a players-only meeting when it came to Kellen Moore about the offense. Obviously, something he's doing, and he was fired in Dallas and demoted. There's something he's doing that's not working, and he's not learning from it. That is a problem. Like, I'm watching the Miami Dolphins run up and down the field, beautiful runs, run up and down the field, and Kellen Moore runs just look like something he crafted that worked in the NFL in 1980. Like, it doesn't seem creative. It doesn't seem like it's electrifying. It doesn't seem like the offense have any juice. You know what I'm saying? And consistently, we constantly rely on these late fourth quarter comebacks to try to come back. We cannot bury a team. We cannot jump on a team. We cannot do none of these things that helps our defense out, which has been the better unit all season. And we're not helping this team out. We're not helping the defense out. The defense is playing adequate the last 3 weeks. We're not helping them out by constantly putting them in a situation where they got to hold, and we can never get a lead. It's terrible. His first 15 plays are terrible. They're not scoring touchdown on the first 15 plays. He cannot script the first 15. We got to be honest about this. Stop lying. Stop trying to use Tyler Shuck, his play, and say, well, we found the quarterback. If you think Tyler Shuck is a competent quarterback, he needs a competent play caller to help him out. Don't tell me nothing about, we don't have an offensive line. Forget that. Our offensive line is much better than it was when Spencer Rattler was playing last year when everybody was out. He has a solid enough offensive line to make solid enough calls so that the New Orleans Saints can move the ball up and down the field. The New Orleans Saints problem all season has not been moving the ball up and down the field. It's when they get in the red zone, they can't score points. It's when they get near the goal line, they can't score points. It's when they get near the goal line, all they settling for is field goals. That's a fact. Take your feelings out of it. The Saints need a coach who is creative enough and can scheme the game and put their players in advantageous situations. That's just it. It's been it. And it's rearing its ugly head week after week after week after week after week. You've seen it today. Oh, you cheering. Oh, Tyler Shuck looks like a QB. He looks like a competent good. Oh my God, he played where? 2 TDs and 1 interception. If Tyler Shuck was on the Miami Dolphins, if Spencer Rattler was on the Miami Dolphins and not Tua, they would have beat the hell out the Saints. Because Mike McDaniels know how to schemes up offense. He may not have a good team, but when it comes to running that offense, guess what? He'll scheme the hell out of it. The problem with Kellen Moore is you don't see that. It's just these late game heroics all the time that say, oh, well, we have something to look forward to. No. Look forward to scoring 30 points for the first time. Look forward to scoring 28 for the first time on offense. When is that going to happen? Can we consistently score 21 on offense? When is that going to happen? It's this constantly trying to blame every player on the team when the head coach is the one that's holding the whole goddamn system back. Not on defense, because let me tell you something about Brandon Staley and his defense. They're balling. And he don't have the type of players that the Saints have on offense, not name players. Them young guys over there balling. Them young guys over there fighting. Cam Jordan looked like a brand new player. He looked like he in year 3. Because Brandon Staley is the best coach on Airline Drive. Brandon Staley understands how to scheme his defense up. He understands the identity and what he's looking for from his defense. Y'all haven't been, want to tell you how I know he know what he's doing? Y'all haven't complained about Chase Young getting an almost sack in almost 5 weeks. And he still hasn't been getting sacks consistently. You know why? Because Brandon Staley now to use his players. He don't need Chase Young to get out there and get sacks. He can scheme sacks up for his team because he know what his identity is on defense. Kellen Moore does not know what his identity is on offense. That's why the product looked the way it looks. He don't know where he want to be, a run first team, a pass first team, a quarterback that throw it 40 times team, a quarterback that save you in the fourth quarter. He don't know what he want to do. He's just doing, hoping that somebody's going to save him, a quarterback is going to save you, and there's no direction. Quarterbacks need to know what they can and can't do. And yes, don't get me wrong, Tyler Shuck is a 26-year-old rookie. He is playing well. He is showing you something. But showing you something with no direction, yes, his job is to score points. Yes, Kellen Moore's job is to scheme up plays that show points. But it shows you nothing, absolutely nothing when it comes to this offense and what the team is trying to accomplish because they don't know what they want to do. They don't know on 3rd and 1 what to call. Whether they want to put Taysom Hill in, keep it with the running back. They don't know because they don't have an identity. They don't know if they want to be run first heavy or do they want to roll out and boot action and play. You should already know that because this is our best play. What is Kellen Moore's best play? Do Kellen Moore know what his best play is? What can Kellen Moore go to on 31 consistently that works? Philadelphia had a tush push. It's their best play. They know that because that's their identity. Run heavy. They know that because that's their identity. They have Jalen Hurts, a running quarterback. They have Saquon Barkley, an MVP running back. That's their identity. We can complain about how A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith may go missing for a couple of weeks, but guess what? When everything else fails, their identity is running the freaking football. What is the Saints' identity? Think about it. What is it? We complain, receivers can't separate. Still, what is their identity when they do separate? What is it? Are they a zone block running team? I formation block running team? One back system block running? What are they? What are they? Pass heavy team? What is their identity when it comes to pass? Are they out of shotgun? Is this heavy motion? Is this play action? What are they? A little bit of everything? What are they? You don't know. I don't know. I don't think he knows. And that's just a fact. What is the direction? You can insert any top quarterback, top receiver, top running back in this system, and still the question is going to remain, what are their identity? If you don't need to look for how talent can be misplaced and not used, look in your backyard at the Pelicans. The same thing. No identity. Do they know who they are? Do the coach know who they are? If he does not, guess what? They're still going to lose because they lack an identity. Who are they playing through? Who are they playing through? Who is the best player? And what are we doing around this player to make everybody else better? Who are the Saints' best player? What are they doing around him? And please don't sit up there and say Alvin Kamara, because he haven't used Alvin Kamara the way Sean Payton used Alvin Kamara all season. It's a game of inches, but there's also a copycat league. And part of being a copycat league is knowing what your players do best in doing that and not deviating from it. He does not do that. It took about 7 weeks for Alvin Kamara to get a goddamn proper screen, an angle route, a wheel route against a linebacker. That's incompetence, whether you like it or not. How can Tyler Shuck grow if he don't know on third down, if Alvin Kamara is lined up on a running back, that's where the goddamn ball going before the snap. No excuses. I don't care what the coverage is. I know this guy can't cover him in space. Guess who had an identity like that? Marcus Colston going down the middle. Jimmy Graham going down the middle. Reggie Bush coming out of the backfield. Darren Sproles coming out of the backfield. Pierre Thomas on screens. That's what identity looks like. I know in any given situation what my go-to guy best strengths are, the same way Michael Thomas on a slant. Y'all call him slant boy, but guess what? That's a goddamn identity. They can't stop him on those slant routes. That's why you call him slant boy. Identity. The Saints don't have it. Kellen Moore doesn't have it because he doesn't know what the Saints' identity is. That's the problem with your 2025 New Orleans Saints. And until they figure it out, they're going to consistently tease y'all with this late game heroics. Oh, look at the numbers. These are late game heroics. Tyler Shuck didn't do a goddamn thing that the Miami Dolphins didn't allow by Tua kept making interceptions and constantly playing bad football. Open your eyes. It's simple. Yes, he looked good. Everybody looks good when you stat pad and your defense is holding for goddamn dear life because the offense can't do anything. This should be a game the Saints should have won easy. Instead, you holding on to more victories with Kellen Moore and Tyler Shuck. Grow up, open your eyes. He is failing his team, and if you think it's going to change because he get more talent and more draft picks, you are a fool. Because some way, shape, or form, you got to come into your own and know, okay, my identity have to be different. The Saints didn't win a goddamn Super Bowl until they realized their identity was hitting people in the goddamn mountain, turning the ball over. Also, running heavy. They're one of the best running teams up in the league that year. Also, Pierre Thomas, Mike Bell, Reggie Bush. You know why? Because Sean Payton realized I need a goddamn identity. We cannot survive with having you throw the ball 40 times. It usually leads to 8-8 seasons. But even then, Sean could scheme it up when it came to the pass. We don't see that with Kellen Moore. Those are the facts. We blaming everybody but him. Now you guys are catching up, though. Now you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. He's holding the team back. And because of the things that are happening, the ramifications are steep. The only consolation prize is the fact that we might have a top 3 draft pick. And God, you better hope it's a top 3 draft. You better hope his ass don't start winning late in the season and then you fall out of the top 5 and you did all that losing for nothing. It's a sad way to think. It's a pathetic mindset to have. But here we are, folks. This is where we at when it comes to the Saints. But shout out to Tyler Shuck. He's out there trying to do everything. But doesn't it look very, very similar to Rattler? Late game heroics. Everybody say he got potential. It's very similar. Think about it. It's very similar. It's the same goddamn thing. We see the little something to make us hold on. But guess what? We can't see enough of these guys because the guy that's running the show, he don't got it together. But man, Shout out to the defense, man. Shout out to Kool-Aid McKinstry. Shout out to the defense again. Shout out to Brandon Staley for at least giving us some goddamn fight. He's been the best coach, hands down. Shout out to Brandon Staley for at least giving us some fight. His head coaching experience has the defense playing calm. They're not the greatest defense consistently, but they come to play every goddamn week, man. The reason the Saints are always in these games in the fourth quarter is not because Kellen Moore. It's because of the goddamn defense. Yeah, they be Jekyll and Hyde. They up and down. But for the most part, they've been playing like this all season. They've been giving us a chance all season. The offense sputters every single time. That's a fact. And every time the Saints have played with a lead, guess what? The Saints have gotten a win. When Rattler played with a lead, guess what? The Saints got to win. When Shuck played with a lead in Carolina, guess what? The Saints got to win. The eye in the sky never lies. Only you can lie yourself and be highly emotional about what you see. So until the Saints do this, they're going to lose more games. They don't have an identity. They coach are not scheming great plays up. That's just what it is. It's this constant fight from behind. Let's give them hope type offense. But who is the guy? Who's the featured person? Every week you can go watch old Saints game and look at Sean Payton talking about an undrafted receiver, undrafted running back, and then he's scheming something up for this Chris Ivory, this Pierre Thomas, and you see it in motion because he believes in his system. He knows what his identity is. Undrafted wide receiver, guys like Joe Morgan, guys you never even heard about before. Why? Because he has an identity and he knows how to scheme it within his system. Until Kellen does that, Saints will lose, and these quarterbacks will not grow, whether you like it or not. But again, shout out to the defense, man. Them boys balled. They played hard. They made no excuses, and they understand what they're dealing with, and they coach. They understand that Brandon Staley is a nice defensive coordinator so far. Got to give him his prop. He doesn't have his dogs yet, but he's making do with what he got. There is consistency. There is a direction he's trying to go, and you see it. But I'm not here to rain on y'all parade. I'm just here to tell y'all like it is. I'm not giving you no bias. I'm not here to hold your hand. I'm not here to tell you what you see. I'm just telling you what I see. And if you don't see the same thing, there's something truly wrong with you. If you want to take that Tyler Shuck performance, that Spencer Rattler-esque performance, that late game heroics, oh, he showed me something performance, that, oh, I can't believe all we need is receivers and running backs performance. You need more than that. You better have a scheme and a direction to go with it. You better have an identity to go with. Can it all change? Yes. But that requires you to be honest with yourself. When Kellen be honest with yourself, it can all change. That players only meeting in Philadelphia changed. Kellen Moore didn't it? Didn't they start humming? Wasn't they calling for his job in Philadelphia? But you got to be honest. That's all I'm saying. You have to be honest. But I ain't going to hold y'all here, man. We'll talk about more with the next upcoming game. We'll talk about more things. But as far as today, the Saints gave a great effort. But once again, they fall short and it's not enough. There's more things to be done. Yeah, some players stepped up. There was some Vele showed up, things like that. But at the same time, we still need the identity. We still need to focus on what we're doing as a team. And until then, we're going to lose. But as always, man, thank y'all for everything y'all do, man. Thank y'all for liking. Thank y'all for subscribing. Let me know how you feel in the comments. Do the Saints have their franchise quarterback? Is Kellen Moore the right coach? Do you think it'll change? Do you think talent will help? Let me know your opinion. I'm always open for opinions that's not my own. I'm always open to see somebody else's side of it. But right now, the only side I can see is that the direction of where we're going as a team, it ain't looking bright for next season. The only thing it helps is stockpiling on talent like Cleveland Browns. But if you look at the Cleveland Browns, they haven't been right. They've been having the first pick for a lot of years. They still haven't made them right because there's no identity. But when they did have identity, when that offensive line was humming, when they had their running backs, Kareem Hunt, you know what I'm saying? And them boys was down there running the ball with Baker. Guess what? Playoff appearance. That's why identity matters. And as always, thank y'all for watching the Saints Sports Corner.